Look at the doggies. Hey. Beautiful doggies. Beautiful doggies. You guys can't follow me out. I gotta go out, okay?
Come here, Daisy, Janet, come here.
We the people have had enough. Vote Trump 2024. Ain't that the truth, ladies and gentlemen? Ain't that the truth? What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 891,674. TikTok, next block. I'm getting my car looked at. I already did this, but apparently the problem that I had, they must have didn't find the problem. So I got it back in the shop. So see what happens. I already paid a decent amount. Hopefully I don't have to pay some more. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys real quick about the Trump tariffs. And yes, I still do plan on doing the live. I was almost late last week because of this. And it's right now it's 1:02 my time. And I started at 4 my time. So I told them I got to be somewhere at 3:30. So got my desk set up. I'm ready to go for episode 3. Go watch my lives. If you haven't watched them yet, watch the first 2 episodes, or the first two, or 12 and 13. And then tonight will be 14. It's about the hidden secrets of money. But anyways, the big news today, obviously, is the Trump tariffs. Everybody's talking about that. And, you know, there's basically a trade war going on between America and China, or America and its allies and its trading partners around the world. And I want to give you my quick thoughts on it, because, again, I'm doing some stuff with the Bitcoin Live situation where we're learning about other stuff, and I want to talk just separately about tariffs and just really give you my thoughts on this stuff, okay? And again, it's my opinion. It's not nothing crazy. It's just everybody's got an opinion. So China reacted or retaliated, and I think they went up to 84% against us, and then we smacked them back from 105, I believe, after we raised yesterday, up to 125 today. How do I feel about it? I want to go higher. I want to get them as high as we can so we get them to the negotiation table. Because China, in my personal opinion, in my book, they're an evil country, man. They really are. And what Trump is doing with these tariffs, if you haven't noticed, he's playing 5D chess here, okay? Chess, number one. But number two, he's playing a high-level negotiation tactics, right? He doesn't want to tariff anyone, and he doesn't want to be tariffed. He just wants fair trade. In order to do that, you have to hit someone back. Like, if somebody wants peace, and if somebody's hitting you, well, you hit them back until they stop hitting you. And then you guys talk it out, shake hands, and you go your way and I go mine. That's what he wants to do. It's called The Art of the Deal. Read that book if you haven't read it. Okay, the mainstream media, in my personal opinion, the mainstream media, I'm gonna try not to go on a rant here. Them, the Democrat Party, and some of these Republicans, in my personal opinion, YouTube, my personal opinion, these people are treasonous and they are traitors to the country. And I'm going to tell you why. This is a mask-off moment, in my opinion, on how they've acted in the last 4, 5, 6 days, right? Can you imagine if anything really would happen if we went into a conflict with China? Because, again, we only got 2 enemies, man, foreign and domestic. Domestic is the Democrat Party, the swamp, the bureaucrats, the unelected people. In China, foreign. Can you imagine if we had some kind of dispute with them? These Democrats are showing you in this mask-off moment that they hate Donald Trump so much. They hate Donald Trump so much that they are willing to, in order for him to fail, they will watch America fail because they want him to fail so bad. And to me, either you're stupid as hell for being like that, you're evil, and you're not a true American. So what I say to those people is get the fuck out of our country. Excuse my language. Excuse my French. I'm sick and tired of these fucking people, man. I'm just watching CNN and MSDNC. These people just telling flat out lies about what Trump is doing with this situation. And they're literally sympathizing with China. Sympathizing with these people. If you guys understand what China has been doing, over these decades, since the year I was born, 1975 to like 1990, when they really got into power, early 90s, till now, it's just crazy, man. It's just so unbalanced that they are so powerful when it comes to them being the number one producer in the world. They just are. We got to call it what it is, right? They're the number one producer in the world, but they're also one of the most dictator countries in the world, okay? And again, every country doesn't need to be democratic, right? Have a democratic process. The reason why China is surpassing us is because it's simple. They are really good at making stuff, and they're relentless, and they're focused, right? And they care about their country. See, we have to go through democratic processes of what? Electing our officials, electing a president every 4 years. You know, the mainstream media can say whatever they want about the president. You know, you got the people talking about him. Have you ever been to China? Do you know how China works? I don't want to say his name. You know who's in charge of China. When do you think he's going to leave? And how long has he been in charge? He's got way more power than Donald Trump. Donald Trump is only there for a blip on the map, on the timeline compared to him. That's number one. Number two, you think the media would ever talk bad about him in China? Of course not. You think the citizens can talk bad about him? No. I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what we're up against, okay? How can I say this? I can't say it how I want to say it because, again, free speech ain't free. But let's just say we can't let that type of ideal work and let that country be in charge of being the number one country in power in the world, because let's just say there's the year 20, you know what, that they want to do, okay? And Trump is definitely messing that up for them, okay? And the thing is about China in the United States is this: we become too much dependent on each other, right? China depends on us to buy things, and we depend on them to make things. They're the number one producer, and we're the number one, buyer, right? We have the biggest market in the world. We have the largest economy in the world. Now, some of you might think, well, how is that possible? China has way more people than America, and that's true. They do. But a couple things. Number one is China's economy. Let's just say the population aren't doing that well, right? Americans per capita, right, as far as GDP, we're far richer. We live better lives than them on average. And also, again, if you look at GDP per capita, look at an American citizen versus a Chinese citizen on what they spend a year. And we spend way more, right? So we're a consumption country. Unfortunately, we are. I'm not a consumer like that. I don't like all these tariffs and stuff mean nothing to me because I don't go out here and buy a bunch of crap. You guys know what I buy, right? But the trade imbalance is so big right now that, again, China depends so much, and there's other countries too that are surrounded, and I'll get to that in a second, surrounded China, that it's so big that it's becoming too much of an imbalance. China has a very, very powerful military, and they have a very, 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 very smart people. China does. And I'm telling you, we don't want those type of people in charge of the world. We just don't. We want to be the leaders of the free world. That's why they say the President of the United States is the leader of the free world. Well, if you watch the video called The New World Order by Ray Dalio, which we're going to do the week after next, after we get done with this 2-week series, I'm going to show you why we don't want China in charge and what they're doing now. Trump's trying to stop all that, okay? So now let's talk about his plan. Let me tell you what he's doing. First of all, he's smoking out. Have you noticed that he did a reciprocal tariff on all countries, including countries that didn't tariff us? Well, he did it for a reason. Number one is he's trying to get those people that are aligned with whoever they're aligned with to see who they're aligned with, right? He's smoking them out. Either they're going to run to China or they're going to run to us. Well, as you can see, we have 75 plus countries trying to get out of that full Nelson or that headlock Donald Trump has put them in. Because again, every country, because we got the number one market and we buy so much stuff, they need our money, right? We're the world reserve currency and we spend the most. So they need our market, right? They need it in order to survive, these countries. Because again, when you're talking about tariffs, right? When they want to tariff us, mind you, they're making money off us by, selling us stuff. But then when we try to sell something to them, they're tariffing us. I mean, honestly, they should be paying us for allowing you to bring stuff in and our military and protecting you because we fucking, excuse me. We got bases everywhere, which is stupid to me. That's another rabbit hole I'm not getting down right now. But what he's doing is he's using a smoking out technique. You know, you smoke out you want get your bugs out of the house, you smoke them out. That's what he's doing. He's doing these tariffs to smoke them out and say, okay, let's see who's going to run to us or going to run to China. Well, as you can see, they're running to us, right? We're getting so many phone calls, 75 plus countries and counting as of this recording is 75 plus are running to America to say, hey, no mas, we don't want to do that. And also, a lot of these countries don't want to deal with China. Everybody knows that China is a problem, right? China is too powerful. They make too much stuff, and a lot of people are too dependent on them. And why can they make stuff cheap? Well, they have a little thing called you-know-what labor, okay? What my people went through back in a long time ago, okay? Starts with an S, ends with an E. And rhymes with brave, right? Yeah. And they have a lot of that labor, and everything's cheap, right? And again, their country is not, it's not, a country that we want to be like, okay? We just do not want that kind of country to be in power. And they're building up a military. We have all these different things that we depend on them with, including, Taiwan with the chips, because they want to. Anyways, so we have a lot of countries that are surrounding China that are coming to us. India, Japan, South Korea, Vietnam, these are countries that don't want China, to align themselves to China. And again, they're all bordered around them, and they want to come to us, and they're looking to partner with us. But in the meantime, we have those foreign countries trying to be on our team, but we have the Democrat Party, the liberal media, and some of these rhinos going against our agenda. And it's just shameful, man. It's shameful, and it's pissing me off. Do you remember back in 2023 when Gavin Newsom, or what I like to call him, that's what Trump calls him, I like to call him Gavin the American Psycho Newsom. Now, have you ever seen the movie American Psycho? Look that up. Pull up a picture of the American Psycho and then pull up a picture, or write Gavin Newsom American Psycho, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Remember, you know how shitty, I think it was San Fran shithole. You know how shitty that city is. Drugs all over the place, homeless, trash, feces everywhere. When the guy that's head of China, which I can't say his name on here. Okay. He's calling me about my car. When the guy is head of China, 1 second, man. When the guy head of China came to America, what did he do? He cleaned up all the streets for him. Then he went over there and tried to be like he was a mini president when Kamala didn't go over there, because again, he's trying to put his foot in the door to be president, because he's trying, that side of the aisle, the Democrat Party, are trying to line up with China. They are on China's side, okay? I got to go check on my car, but listen, come to the live. I love each and every one of you. I'll talk a little bit more about this in the chat if you want to ask me a question. But that's where I'm at right now. But right now we're winning. What happened to all the money coming out of the market? Remember what they told us? Oh, the money moved out of the market. It didn't move out of the market, idiots. Not you guys who said that. It just moved into the bonds. That's all. The money doesn't freaking disappear. These people are so stupid. Anyways, I'll see you in the live. I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.